is episode 63 of Daily Flip. For those of you that are not familiar with Daily Flip or have never been on the channel before, this is basically a rundown of my day as pertains to car flipping. And this is a little different than a normal daily flip. Normally, I'm walking around my dealership pointing out different vehicles and different things that I've been working on during the day. But today was a little different for me than a normal day. And before I get into that, if you are watching this live on YouTube, I am obviously driving. And this is kind of like a conversation. Like if you were with me in the car and sitting in the passenger seat, this is a conversation that we would be having. So I am not going to be reading the comments. I will definitely take a look at those afterwards. So if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please, as I almost dropped my phone, leave those in the comments and I'll take a look at them afterwards because I'm not going to do that while I'm driving. But today for me was a little bit different than most days. I actually have a few projects at my house that I've been working on, and I promise this will relate to car flipping. But I was actually working this morning on installing some laminate floors, and as I was installing these laminate floors, a few people came to mind because I'm having people all the time, whether it's on YouTube or it's in the Facebook group or wherever it is. People are asking questions and just basically the thought that I hear a lot is, man, this is really hard. Car flipping, like I've never done it before, and like, what do I even do? How do I even get started? And that's why I make videos like this, is to help people that are just getting started. But that's what I felt like this morning. Like I went to Lowe's. I bought the right saw. I actually bought a really nice saw. I bought this really nice Hitachi job site saw. So it's more than just like the normal, DIY thing. It's like this massive thing. And I got a really good deal on it. It was $500 in the store, and I got it for 200. But that's a whole nother story for a whole nother day. But I had everything set up. I made my cuts. I was there, and there were kind of some intricate angles I had to get to. And I've done this like it's been several years ago since I've done this. And I get it all lined up, and I get 3 layers deep in this laminate floor. And then I go to attach on another strand that's coming from a little bit different angle. I was coming around a cabinet, and there's like my stove up front. And I was coming back, and every time I would connect one side, the other side would disconnect, and I would go fix the other side, and then it would disconnect. And like it's not comfortable, and like I was there for like an hour and I had made absolutely no progress, and I literally like laid on my back and I was like, you've got to be kidding me, this is ridiculous. Like I've made no progress. I was trying to surprise my wife. We've got a guy that has installed some laminate floors for us in the past, and so I have supposed to have called him, but I bought this saw, and so I'm like, okay, I'm going to buy this saw. I spent the money. I got to at least install this stuff in the kitchen to pay for the saw. And I'm like, she's going to come home. There's going to be boards laying everywhere. I pulled up the floor in the kitchen, so there's this big, massive mess. And I'm like, I got to do something. There's got to at least be some progress, and I'm frustrated. And then, like, it clicked, and like, that was not supposed to be a pun, but it actually literally clicked, like the floor clicked in. And I realized to install the floor properly, I needed to put pressure. I needed to like lift it up, click it in, and then I needed to tap on it as I was pushing down on that board. And that made all the difference. From that point on, everything went really smooth. And that's a lot like what car flipping is. That's a lot like a lot of things in life. Once you understand the concepts, once you understand how the process works, everything gets a lot easier. And so I was able to finish a little bit over half of my kitchen. I got the laminate done. I got enough where I can move everything from one side of the kitchen to the other side of the kitchen. So I'm going home tonight to put the finishing touches on the kitchen, hopefully. I might have to do a little bit in the morning. But car flipping is a lot like that. There are several steps to a successful flip. It begins when you're searching for a car. If you search for the wrong car, if you buy the wrong car, things are not going to go easy. If you pay too much for that car, even if you buy the right car, if you buy a car that's going to sell very well, but you buy the wrong car, or you pay too much for the right car, it's going to be a hassle. There's several other steps in the car flipping process, but until you can understand them, until you've gone through it a couple times, it's just not going to be something that's going to necessarily be enjoyable. Like me this morning, literally laying on the floor, like, come on, this is ridiculous. This is driving me crazy. Now, I'm not excited to go home and start on it tonight, but I'm not dreading it. I get something like, okay, I got this. I got to make the right cuts. I got to measure properly. I got to actually hold the right angle and hammer while pushing down, and everything's going to click in. just as it's supposed to. So I say all of that to say this: for those of you that are just getting started, for those of you that just found the channel and it's like, who is this guy that's talking about laminate flooring? You can do this. It's not rocket science. Laminate flooring is not rocket science. It probably took me like way longer to figure out how to do this than it should have. And it's only because I don't do this every day. Like, I'm not a laminate flooring installer. You're not a car flipper, or maybe you are, but if you're just getting started, it's not going to necessarily come naturally. There are several things that aren't difficult, but until you've done them, the process is going to take some getting used to. So I hope that's encouraging. I hope this channel can be helpful for you. If you have not subscribed, hit the little bell there. That way when new videos come along, you can definitely see those before anyone else. So if you guys have any questions about anything, if you need any tips installing your laminate flooring, I'm probably not the guy to ask. But if you have questions about car flipping, post them in the comments below. And once my vehicle is stopped, I will take a look at those. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.